from Stott Elementary's second grade weather news team. Today's subject is about hurricanes. A hurricane is a huge storm. It can be up to 600 miles across. The wind speed of a hurricane is 75 to 200 miles per hour.
Fully formed, a hurricane may stretch over 500 miles in diameter. That's a storm nearly the size of Texas and reach a height of 9 miles.
Hurricanes can last for over a week. They move at 10 to 20 miles per hour. They get their energy and warmth by touching the warm ocean water. The winds of a hurricane rotate around an eye. In the northern hemisphere, it turns counterclockwise. In the southern hemisphere, it turns clockwise.
The Earth's rotation causes moving air to curve, and the storm begins to spin around a center. In the northern hemisphere, the winds veer to the right, and the storm spins counterclockwise.
The center of a hurricane, or eye, is the calmest part of a hurricane. It has light winds and fair weather. When a hurricane comes onto land, the heavy rain, the strong winds, and the large waves damage buildings, trees, and cars. The Atlantic hurricane season is from the beginning of June until the end of November, but most hurricanes happen in the fall. In 1953, the U.S. Weather Bureau decided that hurricanes should always be named after women's names. In 1979, they decided that they should use men's and women's names on the naming list. If a hurricane does significant damage, its name is retired and removed off the naming list and replaced with another.
Each name on the list starts with a different letter. The first hurricane of the season starts with A, the next with B, and so on. It is interesting to note the letters Q, U, X, Y, Z are not included in the list.
Hurricane safety. If you live in an area that's prone to hurricanes, you should have a hurricane survival kit to help you survive and stay safe. From clean water to first aid supplies and other basic tools.
Essentials you're going to want to have in your hurricane preparation kit include things like dry blankets and dry clothing. If you get wet and you find yourself in shelter, you're going to want to be able to hang up your clothes to dry, and you're going to want to have something else to put on to keep yourself warm. After that, you're going to want to have a really good first aid kit, whether you need bandages, tape, gauze, cotton swabs, and any other medication that you might need to have with you. You want to have it there so you can patch yourself up in case of an injury. Another thing you're going to want to have along with you is bottled water and canned food. You never know if the water outside is safe, so you're going to want to have that bottled water to keep yourself hydrated, and the canned food is great because if you don't find any food, you'll still be able to keep yourself nourished.
During a hurricane, stay away from low places that can flood. Stay indoors, because outside, everything will blow around. If your house is a mobile home, go to a shelter. If your house is not on high ground, go to a shelter. If an emergency manager says evacuate, then do so immediately. This has been a special weather report. Stay safe out there, over and out.